Hey guys, this is Sophia and welcome to another handbag video. I fully did not expect to be doing so many of these in a year, so it's going to be really interesting to go through my 2023 resolutions at the end of the year. But as you can tell from the title, this is my first RealReal purchase order. I've been thinking about this bag for so long, and so I'm going to split this video into different sections, and I'm going to leave the timestamps in the description box, but hopefully it will also show up in the draggy time thing. I don't know what that's called. So the first section is going to be the unboxing. The second section is going to be my authentication process, because we all know the reputation of the RealReal, so I definitely want to get this bag re-authenticated, and in case it's fake, so I can get my money back. And then the third part is just going to be my overall experience with the RealReal, my purchasing experience, as well as I have some kind of insider info to share with you. Without further ado, let's just get right into the unboxing because I need to get a move on the authentication process. So the first thing I will just quickly share is that this is not a signature required purchase, which is a little concerning, especially if you buy anything more expensive. Here it is. It comes in the RealReal dust bag. Oh, I can already hear the hardware. So, moment of truth. Actually, it looks a lot smaller than I thought it was. Moment of truth was that leather smell. Okay, here we go. Oh, actually, it is big. Sorry, I got really confused staring at it in the dust bag. It is a vintage bottega veneta hobo bag. It's called the Campana. Let me actually, before I even go into the story of how I found this, let me just quickly, but also detailedly inspect it. Okay. It is very soft leather. I especially want to look at the corners because I have seen some pictures of this bag where the corners are really worn, and this actually is like in really good condition. Even the base looks good. Let me check on the edges here. It is really soft leather. Wait, I thought there was some wear on this bag. I mean, I guess there's, oh, you can't see. There's a little bit of fraying on the intrecciato there. So bottega veneta, made in Italy. Inside, suede lining. Wow, it's actually really clean. I'm really confused. There is a zip. I'll show you the bag in a second. Sorry, let me just find the tag. Yep, there it is. I am seeing a little fraying on the inside. Okay, so let me just put everything back. This is the Campana handbag. It's a vintage hobo tote. Personally, I'm missing in my handbag collection like a big like luxury tote. And obviously I don't want to go out and buy a new one because I feel like a tote, the purpose is to kind of for you to like throw whatever you want in it and just take it out. And so I stumbled upon this. I forgot how I found it, but I really like the shape, and I like how there is two handles. It has a pretty sizable magnetic closure, and it also has a claw clip right here, which I think it's supposed to be to help give the bag some shape. So as soon as you clip it, it like kind of cinches it in. But I've also seen people who reviewed this share that they can like put their keys on here and then just tuck it in, and it's a really easy way to get your keys. On the inside, because this is an old style, there is like a tiny phone pocket that will not fit a current smartphone. And then there is, like I said, hopefully you can see this, a pretty deep pocket actually. The inside for this bag is a suede lining, and hopefully it will show up on camera, but maybe it won't because of the lighting. But this is a very deep dark brown, which is also a color that I'm missing in my collection. I wanted a color that I could use any time of the year, and so this is literally perfect. And I think this would also actually make a great travel bag. So let me just quickly show you what it looks like on my body, and then we can get into the part where I re-authenticate this bag. For the record, if you don't know, I'm 5'3". This is the large campana. I'm not gonna lie, for the longest time I was debating between the large and the medium, and I'm glad I chose a large because I feel like this kind of goes with my height a bit more. The medium, based on the pictures I've seen, is a like maybe 2 inches smaller right here, and I do want like a larger tote. So, ooh, actually that magnet is very strong. So here it is on the side, and I think I prefer how the campana compared to the Jody doesn't have that big bowl, but I have seen some people complain how the straps will fall off. So I can see that it can become annoying, but I also have nothing in here, so maybe with stuff like it'll be more stable on my shoulders. But again, I do have pretty short shoulders, so honestly, I have no complaints. I think as long as it's authentic, like I'm really happy with this purchase. Right now, I will say they are pretty affordable online. At one point, there was one on sale for $700 on the RealReal, and it was a really nice kind of camel color, and someone else snagged it before me, but I personally really wanted the dark brown, so I snagged it right as the tax-free sale in Boston was happening and right as they were doing a 10% off of it. So I like it. One last thing before I go into the clips of me getting this re-authenticated. I paid $900 for this. But I do know that like the smaller size, like the medium will go for like 600-ish, depending on where you get it and what the condition is. But honestly, the condition for this is really not that bad. So hopefully it's authentic, and yeah, that is potentially my new handbag. I'll let you know at the end if it's authentic and also if I'm gonna keep it.
I'm falling to pieces in my room.
That was really quick. It's authentic. Good news. After I filmed the video, I even went on to like eBay and like other websites to kind of see the photos of what other people had taken, and I have seen basically this exact same thing. So I do think this is real, and I'm very, very pleased. So as you can tell, new outfit, which means it's a new day, but I am going to share with you the RealReal experience, as well as just some like maybe behind the scenes that might help you if you're interested in purchasing any luxury handbags from the RealReal in the future. So let's just start from the beginning. I had been interested in purchasing a Campana handbag for months and months and months. I will say, like every other day, I would go on eBay, Vestiaire Collective, Rebag. I would even just Google it. I would read purse forum like reviews of other people who've owned it. I would constantly be refreshing the RealReal, Fashion File, like all the websites, Farfetch. I knew that I would want to get the handbag authenticated, so I didn't want to spend, you know, like a lot of money on top of the fact that I would get it authenticated. Right as it was like a tax-free weekend in Boston, and you know, obviously factoring in shipping costs, because the RealReal does not offer free shipping for some reason. Like I really do think they should. So anyways, factoring it all in, when this bag went on 10% off that weekend of tax-free in Boston, I was like, this is perfect. I could use that 10% to get it authenticated, and that made me feel more comfortable. But for the handbag that I originally wanted in the caramel color, I had been umming and ahhing for a really long time, but I was a little uncomfortable because I feel like the RealReal photos are not good, And it always bothers me that they kind of Photoshop in the picture of the bag on a model, as opposed to like the way Fashion File does it, which is they have an actual mannequin there like holding the bag, so you can actually see what it would look like on the person. So I actually emailed them because for the caramel one, I really wanted it, but I could not tell if it was authentic or not because there were not that many photos. And so I emailed them and I asked for more photos of this particular handbag. I would say within like 12 hours, I got a response. I think I sent the email Friday afternoon thinking I wouldn't get a response until probably like Monday or early Tuesday, business day. So in my email on Friday afternoon, I had actually included a request of images. And so when I got the response was kind of tiered and responded to everything that I had asked for, kind of. So I had asked for more photos and they responded by saying the bag is in a warehouse, so we cannot like take it out and send you more photos. And then the second thing was because I had asked for a list of like pictures of like the tags and stuff to get it authenticated, because my thing was I wanted to potentially get the bag pre-authenticated before I spend the money. So I asked for a list of photos of like their tags and like the labels and stuff, and they said that they don't send people those pictures because they don't, what was the phrasing they used? Okay, so this is what they said to me. They included an entire paragraph of how authentication is really important to a company. To me, when I read it, it sounded like they get requests like this all the time. They said they don't provide photos or information regarding date codes or serial numbers pre-sale for security reasons, which I can appreciate, because I'm going to assume that they don't want someone to be able to make a fake from the date codes that they put online. I mean, like, I get it, but at the same time, if you included it, it would make a lot of people feel more confident in being able to check it themselves before they buy it. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. They do say at the end that if there is any concern with authenticity, that they would make it right by like shoppers. They also included 2 additional photos that they had taken, I think, during the initial like purchasing from someone else. The quality of the photo was not great. It really did not tell me anything, and it did not include any of the information that I wanted about the serial code or the labeling or anything. So after I purchased the bag, I would say like the shipping was very, very quick. I think I purchased it on a Saturday morning, and then it didn't ship until Monday, and it arrived on Wednesday. So it was pretty speedy. As you could tell from the unboxing, there was no fluff in the box. As someone who has purchased from Fashion File, like, I think they take a little bit more care into how they package the bag and for the unboxing experience to the customer, which I can actually appreciate now that I've ordered something from the RealReal. But, you know, at the end of the day, like, that's all the stuff that's going to get recycled anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But otherwise, honestly, no like bad things to say about it. It was all very quick and just efficient. If you have any questions about the RealReal experience or the authentication process, or even just the Bottega Veneta large campana handbag, let me know in the comments and I can answer them. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.
Are you coming over? That's cool. I could use a little something to do.